When Stranger Things concluded its 5-season story on Netflix on New Year's Day 2026, millions of fans tuned in for what was marketed and widely understood to be the final episode of one of the most beloved TV franchises of the past decade. Yet within hours, a surprising cultural phenomenon began. A viral fan theory proposing that the finale was not the real ending at all. Instead, some viewers believe the episode we watched is a deliberately constructed illusion, and that a secret, true finale is still waiting to drop. This idea is now widely known online as Conformity Gate. At its heart, the Conformity Gate theory argues that the happy epilogue we saw, Hawkins healed. The gang graduating and moving on with their lives is actually a manufactured reality forced on the characters and the audience by Vecna, the season's antagonist. According to believers, this facade conceals a darker truth. Vecna and the Mind Flayer may not be defeated at all. And the story we think is the end isn't real. How Conformity Gate started? The theory appears to have originated on X formerly, Twitter and TikTok shortly after the finale dropped, with posts pointing out weird details in the final scenes and building up an argument that the ending was too neat to be genuine. One theory document credited to an X-user named 67Gate helped give the movement its initial structure, collecting supposed visual clues and narrative gaps that fans believe signal something deeper beneath the surface. The name Conformity Gate itself refers to the idea that the characters and by proxy, the audience, have been coerced into conformity with a false world. Mirroring Vecna's manipulative powers seen in earlier seasons, in this view, the joyful graduation and peaceful futures are not joyous at all, but evidence of compliance with a PS-ops-like illusion crafted by the villain. The evidence. Fans cite Conformity Gate supporters point to a wide variety of visual cues, continuity oddities, and thematic callbacks as proof that the finale wasn't what it seemed. Many of these are subtle, and some likely stem from editing or production choices. But to the theory's adherents, they add up to something meaningful. Hand gestures and poses in the graduation scene. Several characters sit with hands folded, or posed in a way that mirrors Henry Creel, Vecna's distinctive posture, which fans see as symbolic or intentional. Letter clues and props. A viral claim focused on photos of the Dungeons & Dragons books in the finale. In one arrangement, fans claimed the spines resemble the sequence XLI, allegedly hinting at Dimension X, renamed the Abyss, and a lie of reality. Radio tower dial color changes. Some theorists argue that the radio tower dial in the finale shifts color between shots, similar to how Holly in Season 5 recognized something amiss in a previous illusion, suggesting that something is off in the final world. Costume and style choices. Critics note that characters in the epilogue look unusually normal or bland. Mike sports a dad-like polo shirt. Eleven ends up alone, far from friends, and others adopt mundane adult roles that contrast with their heroic journeys. For believers, this aesthetic conformity is too orthodox to be accidental. Continuity oddities, alleged continuity discrepancies, like characters' haircuts or props behaving inconsistently, have been seized on as evidence of alternate realities or hidden meaning. These pieces of evidence have been widely shared on TikTok, Reddit, and other platforms, often paired with countdowns to January 7, 2026, the Orthodox Christmas, which some fans think Netflix might use as a perfect surprise release date for a supposed secret episode. Why some viewers believe it so strongly. Large part of the theory's traction comes from dissatisfaction with the finale itself. Many fans expressed disappointment at perceived dropped character arcs, unresolved emotional threads, especially around the Will-Mike dynamic, or what they saw as an abrupt or conformist resolution compared with earlier seasons' emotional depth. In an era where fans have learned to dissect stories to death online, from Game of Thrones spoilers to Westworld's labyrinthine mysteries, many viewers simply expect deeper layers. When a finale doesn't provide that, the internet often fills the gap with speculation, theories, and sometimes elaborate conspiracies. Social media amplifies the theory Conformity Gate. Didn't just spread because of narrative hooks, it was amplified through social platforms. TikTokers have posted in-depth video breakdowns comparing shots side by side. YouTube creators have uploaded analytical breakdowns running into the tens of thousands of views, dissecting every frame and possible Easter egg. Reddit threads have spanned endless discussions, with some users passionately defending the theory and others mocking it as apophenia. The human tendency to see patterns where none exist. In some corners, the fervor isn't just speculation, but hope. Fans who wanted a more dramatic ending hope Conformity Gate might yet be true, even if it's unlikely. Creators, cast, and industry reality checks despite the theory going viral. There's no concrete evidence Netflix or the Stranger Things creators filmed a hidden ninth episode or secretly intended an alternate ending. In fact, cast members, like Jamie Campbell Bower-Vecna, have publicly suggested that the finale as released is the true ending and deserves closure as presented. There have been no industry leaks of additional episodes, scripts, or production shoots that hint at a secret finale, something that would almost certainly have surfaced online by now if it existed. Major news outlets reporting. On the theory point out that viral countdowns and fan countdown pages are based on internet speculation rather than official Netflix announcements. Entertainment journalists covering Conformity Gate emphasize that the finale's odd details are more plausibly continuity, quirks, or creative choices than evidence of hidden realities. What this says about fandom today, whether or not one believes Conformity Gate has any truth to it, the phenomenon reflects broader shifts in fan culture. Viewer expectations, modern fandom often resists straightforward endings, preferring layered mysteries and open questions to debate online. Pattern-seeking fans today are more analytically equipped than ever to scour media for micro-clues, sometimes leading to legitimate insights, and sometimes to apophenia, misinformation dynamics, viral theories like this show how quickly speculation can blur into rumor, especially when tied to beloved properties with massive followings. Recent history shows Stranger Things isn't alone in spawning fervent theories. Even shows without hidden elements have seen audiences invent alternative explanations, endings, or secret content. The official verdict so far at present, no. Official secret episode has been announced or confirmed by Netflix, the Duffer Brothers, or the cast. Season 5 remains the final arc of the series. Creators have stated the narrative is complete, while Conformity Gate may remain an intriguing internet legend and an example of 21st century fandom at work. The available evidence suggests it is a viral fan theory fueled by disappointment, pattern hunting, and social media momentum. Rather than a cinematic Easter egg leading to a hidden episode, interesting extras, fun facts around Conformity Gate. Episode in theaters. The Season 5 finale was shown in theaters globally around New Year's Eve, making a hidden follow-up episode extremely unlikely without leaks. Orthodox Christmas. Rumor. The fixation on January 7th stems more from internet lore and pattern matching than any official statement. Many fans tied it to Orthodox Christmas because previous episodes dropped around holidays. Comparisons to other fan theories. Some media commentators like Conformity Gate to fan responses to the Sherlock finale. John Locke discussions or Game of Thrones post-season 8 theories where dissatisfaction fueled alternate narratives. Fandom psychology. The Reddit term apophenia, seeing meaningful patterns, where none exist, has been used both seriously and humorously to describe how some fans interpret every detail as hidden meaning. And maybe that's the real legacy of Stranger Things. Not whether Conformity Gate is true or false, but how a story that began with a missing kid in a small town still has the power to make millions of people stop, rewind, zoom in, and ask, what if? Conformity Gate isn't just a theory. It's proof of how deeply this show connected with its audience. When fans refuse to let go, when they search for hidden meanings and alternate realities, it means the story mattered. It meant something personal. And endings that matter are always the hardest to accept. Whether the finale was exactly what the creators intended, or whether viewers simply wanted something more. Stranger Things achieved something rare. It turned its ending into a global conversation. One that blurred the line between fiction and imagination, between closure and curiosity. So maybe there is no secret episode. Maybe the gate really is closed. But as long as fans are still watching, still questioning, and still believing there might be more on the other side. The Upside Down never truly disappears. Thanks for watching. If this video pulled you into the Upside Down, hit like to keep the gate open. Share it with your Hawkins crew. Subscribe so you never miss what's lurking on the other side.